searching. Anything he finds after the search, after you revoke consent, is no longer admissible in a court of law. If you have it on camera, doesn't matter what you have in your car after that point. You gave consent, he took your consent, used your consent, you revoked that consent, and then he searched your car anyway. It's now the exclusionary rule. No longer can he use it. Fruit of the Poisonous Tree from 1961, Matt versus Ohio.
There it is in a nutshell. What is going on out there in the land of the unfree America? How is everybody doing today? Happy Saturday. It's nice to see everybody. I have been, as you guys know, extraordinarily busy finishing this game. Sorry about that. I've been extraordinarily busy finishing this board game. The amount of work that I've had to do on this board game has been astronomical. Everybody do me a favor, hit the like button if you would, please. Hit the like button. So we are super close to launching the game. We're just this far away. It's just going to take a little more time. And as you guys know, when I'm not here working, I'm working on that board game. Did everybody hit the oh man, is that right? Sorry to hear that, Mr. Bones. Mr. Bones lost a family member. Sorry to hear you, buddy. Really sorry to hear that. Everybody hit the like button. Could you do that for me? Could you hit the like button? And we're going to jump right into a lot of videos today. A lot of you guys have sent me videos. I want to check in with everybody and let you guys know that I'm okay. I'm all right. It's just taking a little longer than I want it to. It's taking a long time. It's taking a long time. But thanks for coming, guys. Brandy Swaney is here. Nice to see you, Brandy. Jody is here. Everett is here. Good to see Everett. Jeff hates pigs. Jeff hates pigs. Jeff hates pigs. Jeff hates piggies. 1 second. Just doing a couple things here. All right. So as you guys know, this is Delete Laws. I think that mostly the people here are hardcore Team DLZ members because I haven't been going live. I'm outside the algorithm. We'll have less viewers. Only the people who know me and know each other in the chat will probably be here. But there'll be some others who come in as the numbers here start to grow a little bit. We're going to cover several videos today. And then at the end of this, I'm gonna put up the fundraiser for Craig Henry that I created. I'm gonna show the video and I'm gonna release the video for Craig Henry today. And we're going to put a couple bucks into that GoFundMe. And what I want to do is the GoFundMe is going to be presented here in a moment. But I just want to every day have as many people throw in $5 or $10. I mean, I'm not talking about a lot. I'm talking about $5 or $10 every time we come to the live streams, which should be a lot more as this wall is now done and the board game is finishing. We're going to be doing live streams quite a bit. So I'm looking forward to getting back on. Jeff Millman is here, everybody. What's the matter? I don't see Chevy or Cope Dogged Dog or Let's OTVO. Missing a few people in here. Founding Father News is here. What is going on? All right, so we're going to jump right into the first video, and then we're going to do the thumbnail video after that. This cop, he wants to get a Watusi from this. Now, I know that a couple people have showed this video, but the thing is I haven't shown it yet. And I want you guys to be so crystal clear. Oh, I know, Mikey B. There's not going to be any notification. And there won't be until we get back inside of the YouTube algorithm. There will be no notification. They will do everything they can to, I mean, they don't, we are what we are, baby. We don't stop. Put it in the comment section for me, please. We don't stop. I don't care if there's 10 people here. We will just keep going because eventually when we start to teach the board game and sell the board game and I start to put it out into the world, people will come in the thousands and thousands and thousands. So you just have to be inside that algorithm. Kevin Gordon knows that. Kevin Gordon knows it. Good to see you, Bruce. Did I see Greg in here too? Clown Patrol's in here. What is going on, Playboy? Jeff Hates Pigs is here. All right. Jaded Joyrider is in here. All right, let's get into this video. I want to show you this video, and this video is really tough to watch because the mistakes that this guy makes could be mitigated. He screws himself by not being prepared. To watch the mistakes that this gentleman made, to me, is astronomical. And all the mistakes this guy made, I teach you how to avoid them. Oh, and I have a video from somebody. Matter of fact, I'll do that right now while we're watching this intro.
Have you right now, automatically? Private Union, Robert, William Evans, versus Emmanuel Thomas, 142 is 91. That's funny. Further. Good. Are you aware of the possible alarms? Yeah, I know. You're just for okay. Siri's been advised of what you found.
Patterson 3Q on traffic.
3Q on traffic.
6 Zebra Adam King 441 C Charles and Delta. Evening. Deputy Allen Sheriff's Office. Reason for the stop tonight is because of the red light you just ran on Del Porto right here. Okay. Do you have a license, registration, proof of insurance? What was the purpose of going through the red light? Huh? I can't understand you, dude.
I live right here.
Right there. There. So it's going to get a lot worse here really quickly. So we don't give the cop any additional information about our lives. Your job is to give the cop your license, registration, and proof of insurance. Give them your license, registration, proof of insurance. That's what you do. And then you stand mute. You don't say a single word.
Huh? I can't understand you, dude.
I live right here. You can look up the registration on the computer.
You have the insurance? Are you still on?
No.
Yeah?
No.
No? What's your current address?
Right here.
What is it? Can you speak up, please?
The street we're on right now?
I'm asking for mailing purposes for your citation.
Well, I just told you.
I'm just confirming it with you. Okay? I don't understand why we got to have an attitude right
I
now.
have that. I'm
You do.
talking perfectly fine.
You
say
clearly
you can't
do.
hear me. You hurry up, go about your business, man.
Ultimate fail. This video is an ultimate fail. I have taught you. I have created cop cards. I have created trifolds. I give these trifolds and these cop cards away to people all the time. I've given away dozens this week, even though I'm not working. I'm not really making any income right now. I still sent off free trifolds in the mail to dozens and dozens of people. And this guy right here is walking himself into a problem. Put a 1 in the chat if you think that one of these dirty cops wants to beat you, hurt you, cuff you, cage you, arrest you, impound your car, take you to the dungeon and steal your money. Put a 1 in the chat if that's exactly how you feel. That a lot of these cops are dirty, nasty, PIGGIE piggies. Put a 1 in the chat if you feel that way, if you feel like you can't trust the police. So what do? You don't start talking to the cop about where you live and where you're going and how you're doing it. Immediately, the moment that copper pulls you over, license, registration, proof of insurance, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. And then you don't say anything else. Because this guy right here, he's going to get hemmed up because he talked. Does he have a bad attitude towards cops? Yes, he does. Do I blame him? No, I don't. What do I blame him for? For talking, for speaking. I've been watching this lawyer on here who reviews a bunch of different cases. And his hat says, stop snitching on yourself. That's what his hat says. And he's got like 3 million, 4 million subscribers or whatever. But this guy walks himself into a problem because he talks. It's just so unbelievable. Dude wants this stop to be his hero moment. Exactly. That's how all cops feel. That's how all cops feel. You guys have got to listen to what I'm telling you. Then let's
What is it?
Okay, so I'm gonna interrupt and talk here as we play this. Ready?
You can look up the registration on now.
Okay, so he says right there, you can look up the registration as he waves the card out the window. That is not what I have taught you. That is not what I have taught you. It is not what I've taught you. I've taught you to have your registration insurance ready to go with a photocopy of your driver's license. So there's the first gigantic, huge errors he's made.
You have the insurance?
Now he's reaching down into his glove box. I hate to say it, but he is black, and cops do kill black people the most. They're killing white people too. But he reached. Watch this. Watch this.
Yeah,
right there. He's dead. He gets killed right there. He gets murdered right there.
Insurance? Are you still on?
He answered a question. Are you still at this address? And he said no. And then he puts his hand in his head. Dude, you got to go to touchdown position with your phone in your hand and your trifold in the other. He is screwing himself.
Yeah. No. What's your current address?
Right here.
Oh, what's your current address? Right here. I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. That's my current address. And it says right on your trifold, use the ID on my driver's license.
What is it? Can you speak up, please?
Why are you telling the cop information about yourself?
The street we're on right now?
I'm asking for mailing purposes for your citation.
Well, I just told you.
I'm just confirming it with you. Okay? I don't understand why we got to have an attitude right now.
You see what happened? He didn't do anything. This guy right here, he didn't do anything but tell the cop his address. And he's got his hand down and he doesn't like cops and he's being a little bit of a dick, but cops are gigantic dicks. So he doesn't want to deal with the cop. And what does the cop say? Now you're giving me an attitude. Well, on the street, in the darkness, in the night, who are the other cops? Who are they going to side with? They're going to side with the brown shirt. That's who they're going to side with. And so this guy right here is walking himself into these problems. He is walking. You don't talk to these cops. Put it in the comment section. You don't talk to cops. You don't talk to cops. You don't tell them anything about yourself at all whatsoever. I just want to throw something across the room. Have I not screamed at the top of my lungs? And of course, okay. So then Rob chimes in, yo, cops kill white people most, period. Please correctly categorize rather than blatant statements like that. Well, he's right. Cops kill more white people than anybody else as far as numbers. Per capita, percentage of people, they kill far more black people. And it's not even remotely close, Rob. But let's continue to watch this guy screw himself over.
You do. You clearly do.
Hear me. You hurry up, go about your business, man. You tripping.
You're on probation or parole?
You can look up all that.
Okay, this can go either one of two ways.
You see that? Him even having an interaction with his JBTP. The JBTP wants to dungeon him. Are you on probation or parole? I invoke my Fifth Amendment right. Is your current address here on the driver's license? I invoke my Fifth Amendment right.
Number one is you can just be respectful and we can move on with our business.
That you can look it up.
Yeah. And that's being disrespectful.
So
you could just answer the question either yes or no. How am I giving you a hard time? I'm asking you a simple question.
You can look it up.
Are you on probation or parole?
Why I gotta be on that?
I'm asking you. I ask everybody that I contact. Why? I don't understand why we got an attitude.
Why don't you do your job?
I am going to.
Give me my fucking ticket and go about your business.
Okay. Do you have an ID, ma'am?
Don't say nothing to me. You ain't gotta say shit to him. You ain't driving?
Let me see your ID, please.
Right there. This is, I have one in my car. My passenger cop card is on my visor with the rubber band on the broccoli wide rubber band. And what does it say right here? If I flip that card over and it says number 4, cop demands ID. While filming, state I plead the Fifth Amendment, identification as good citizen. even with reasonable articulable suspicion, even if they have reasonable articulable suspicion, you still don't have to give ID, even in a stop on ID state, even with RAS. The cop says, I have reasonable articulable suspicion that you have broken the law. At the most, if there's legitimate reasonable articulable suspicion, you have to give your name. My name's Chili DeCastro. My name's Jose DeCastro. My friends call me Chili. That's it. If there's legitimate criminal conduct that they could stick to you and say that this guy is in a criminal act, even then, though, you still don't have to give your identification. It's on your Fifth Amendment cop card. Chuck Bronson is in the house, everybody. Chuck Bronson, what's up, Playboy? Clay Foundations, I see you.
Bro, just do your job.
Don't tell me how to do my job.
You ain't call your supervisor then.
Nope.
What?
Let me see your ID, please. You're not wearing your seatbelt in the car.
I just got home from work, man. I don't have my ID.
Huh?
I just got home from work.
You don't have it on you?
No, I don't have my ID.
You are not calling. Are you really calling 911 right now?
Yeah, call your supervisor then.
Why are you calling
Call
911?
your supervisor.
Get out of the car.
And I'm
Patterson
trying to
321.
pull over.
Send me
and
1011.
I'm asking.
Requesting additional units. Murder gloves are going to go on next.
For your supervisor and the officer.
Hang up the phone now.
You hear him right now?
Hang up the phone or you're going to be placed under arrest.
For what?
For misuse of 911. Hang up the phone.
I'm asking for your supervisor.
Hang up the phone right now.
Do you hear your officer? He's trying.
This is the dispatch center, sir.
Yeah, but I need help though. I don't feel safe.
No, that's a defense for them. That's not a defense for us. And before this cop beats this guy up, which he's about to beat him up, you guys are going to watch it. He's going to beat him up. Let me just point something out to you that is just so gravely obvious. It says right there, don't ask me where I'm coming from, where I've been, where I'm going. If I've been drinking, if I have a gun, I'll take no tests, no searches or seizures. Use the address on my ID. I'll give no additional information. Everything I need to provide by law is in the slip below. And that's the slip you have created right here. That's the entire conversation. That's the entire conversation. Do you understand that? I mean, is everybody clear on this? I mean, I'm making this abundantly clear, right? I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. You guys get that, right? Okay. I just want to make sure that we're all on the same page before he gets beat up.
Okay. And where you located?
I'm on Street. Patterson,
321. Just for info, male is uncooperative in the car, and he is calling 911 at the moment right now.
All right, I need help, please now.
All right.
Okay, I'm gonna step out of the car.
I don't have to.
I'm telling you to step out of the car.
For what?
If you don't step out of the car, I'm going to place you under arrest
For what?
for disobeying a
I
lawful
don't
order.
know. You don't. I don't have to. I don't have
If
to
I'm
put
telling
nothing
you, I'm giving you a lawful order and command to
You
step
don't
out of the
have no
vehicle right now.
reason. You don't have. All you gotta do is give me my ticket. You don't have to do all
Nope.
this stuff.
You're
Yeah.
act- you know what?
All right. I asked for your super. They're all coming right now.
Either you can step out of the car,
Well, wait till they.
or
get
I'm
there.
going to take you out of the car, and you're going to
Why?
be taken to jail
Why? Wait
for
till-
disobeying my lawful command to
You're
exit the
tripping.
vehicle right
You're
now.
Tripping. No, no. I wait till your supervisor.
Okay, you are under arrest.
You
Step
can't
out
do
of the
For
that,
what?
sir. You can't open the door.
You're under arrest.
For
You
Step
can't
out of the
open the door,
For
sir.
what?
You can't open the door.
For what?
Do not do
415,
that,
step
sir.
it up.
For
Step out
what?
of the car
For
now.
what?
You're under arrest.
For what?
You're
Do not
under
open
arrest.
my
For what?
door without the permission.
Step out of the car. You're under
Do
arrest.
not open the door.
Step out of the fucking car. You're under
Why
arrest.
him? Why did you just hit him?
Let go of me. Let go of my fucking arm.
Hit him, you hit me, and you getting in trouble. Hit
Step
me
out
too.
of the fucking car now.
Hit me too.
He just attacked me for one
Oh, he just slapped you in the face twice, and I got it all on camera, so good luck, buddy. I got it all on camera. What you doing? Nah, don't even hit him, bro. No, bro.
Don't fucking grab me.
You attacking me for what? For what?
Let go of
You
me.
do? Why are you snatching him? Why are you pulling him? Nah, bro.
Get out of the car now. You're gonna get tased. Get out of the car now. You're gonna.
Let's answer the question and see if you guys can answer it. Why is he touching him? Why is he grabbing him? Because he talked. Because he did a back and forth with a guy who can claim that he feared for his life. You can't claim you fear for your life. They don't give a shit if you fear for your life. They don't care at all whatsoever. They don't care. Put a one in the chat if you agree. Cope doggy dog. Do they care? Cope will tell you. They don't care. Put a one in the chat if you know that cops don't care about you or your well-being. It's just so unbelievable. We know it for a fact. And why is he in this situation? Now, we have a jackboot thug pig prison state that we live in. But it all could have been avoided if he said, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent, and then just muted himself. Because the government is on the cop's side. And so now we get to watch this cop beat him up. He's going to shoot him with a taser here in a minute.
You snatching it? Why you pulling it?
Because he talked.
Nah, bro.
Get out of the car now, you're gonna get tased. Get out of the car now, you're gonna get tased.
Bro, stop.
First gun,
What
take
you
it
doing? You just shot me too, motherfucker.
Get out of the car now.
You're getting fired.
Get out of the car now. Get out of the car now, you are under arrest. Get out of the car now, you're under arrest. Put spike strips under his tires now.
Nah, bro,
Hurry.
you're getting fired.
Get out of the car now, you're under arrest.
You're getting fired, bro.
Get out of the car now, you are under arrest.
Nah, bring out your supervisor.
Get out of the car now, you're under arrest. Step out of the vehicle now, you're under arrest. Get on the ground. Get on the fucking ground. Detain her. I got him. Detain her.
Detain her? What does that mean?
I can take my phone off the wall. No, don't take my phone.
Do not fucking pull away from me.
Wow.
Oh, bro. It's fine. I have an uncle that's a lawyer. He's
We're good. We got two detained now. Go ahead and start
I
ready
want
for
to
one
make sure
fifty.
I have my
Give me your
belongings.
fucking hands.
I'm good. 10:35.
I have no right.
Stop.
Sit up on your butt. Stand up.
Unbelievable. And he's explicitly in that position right there because he decided to talk to cops. He decided that he was going to have a back and forth with the cops. That's what he decided. I can't change the decision that he made. Oh, thanks for the super chat. I didn't see it. There it is. Dubstep Kid 801. Hey, thanks, bro. I appreciate it, man. Thanks a lot. Oh, I think I saw Let's O TVO in here. We got Northeast Colorado Cop Block, Clown Patrol, Kevin Gordon. Jim, what's going on, my friend? What is going on? I see Jim right there. Yeah. What do the cops say? They're like a wife beater where he says to the woman, look what you made me do. You made me hit you. That's exactly what we're talking about. That's what we're dealing with in this country. It is so absolutely unbelievable that what we're seeing and what we're dealing with constantly. And the thing is that people keep on talking to cops. They keep on having this conversation. I'm trying to find that super chat. I want to put it on the screen and say thanks. I appreciate it. I did not see it. I was distracted watching that guy talk to the cops and think that somehow, some way. Thanks, brother. I appreciate that. So it's just, listen, if you need a trifold, at the very minimum, I'll email you one so you can print it out. You have to have one of these in your car. You have to have it. You have to have it. If I have to give it to you for free, I will. You have to have one of these in your car. And then you have to stick by those principles where you go to touchdown position. You go to touchdown position right here. You're filming yourself and you got the trifold here. Your license, registration, proof, insurance is here. You got to get to this position as quickly as you can because we live in a total police state, prison state, death state. And that's just the fact. I wish it wasn't true. I wish it was not true, but it is true. It is 100% true. Let me show you guys something. Let me show you guys something. This is, man, Mr. Bones, I'm sorry to hear about your family member who's, okay. So check this out right here. This says, and let me do this. I'm going to make these words on the screen bigger so you can see them. Okay, cool. Cool, there it is. Okay, now I got the words bigger on the screen so you guys can see them. And it says, and this says, hi, Chili. My name is Mark. I'm a big supporter and a fan of yours. About a year and a half ago, I ordered your trifold and cop cards. They're always in my visor and my wallet, respectively. I watched one of your videos not too long ago, and you stated that you wish you'd had a video of someone using the trifold during a stop so that you could use it for instructional purposes. Well, I have one for you. I was pulled over for speeding. I used the trifold, invoked my Fifth Amendment right, was issued a citation without incident, and went on about my way. The entire encounter lasted about 7 minutes. The video is 6 minutes long. The videography is not top notch because I was a little nervous. I forgot to switch the camera view right away, but I did switch it after about 1 minute into the stop. Also, while I was filming in landscape mode, the video came out as portrait mode for some reason. The audio is clear. The video is rather boring because nothing exciting or controversial happened. But I assume that's exactly what you want to show for instructional purposes. Follow your strict policy, procedure, and protocol, and the pigs have nothing to do but write the ticket and say goodbye. I'd love to be the guy who you use to help others to show that your system really works. Please let me know if you're interested in using the footage. Thank you for all you do and educating the general public. Sincerely, Mark. Everybody can see that, right? Everybody can read that? You can read it, right? I'm taking a look. Yo, Fortnite Clips, what's going on, my friend? How are you? Good to see everybody, Steel Man. Jennifer Hill, what is going on? Okay, well, let's take a look at his video. And just so you guys know, I haven't seen the video yet. I uploaded it. I'm freaking busy finishing this board game. I've got, 50 people, or I don't know how many people have pre-ordered the board game. So I'm just grinding to finish this thing so that I can start to go live and teach the history of the Constitution, case law. So, all right, let's watch this guy's video now because this should be, let's see if this, okay, it is now ready. Okay, so listen, the video's it's not a great audio, not a great visual video is what he said, but he said the video truly shows if you use your trifold properly.
Hello, sir. I'm Officer Martin with Sugar Land Police. May I see your driver's license and proof of financial responsibility, please?
He's got it ready to go up in his visor. We can't see him getting it. You notice he's not reaching into his glove box. He used the broccoli wad rubber band and everything is up in his visor.
Here you are.
Thank you.
So the reason being stopped today is your speed. I got you at 73 and a 45. Is there any reason for that?
Officer, I'm going to exercise my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent.
Sure.
Oh my God. Did you see that? Did you hear it? Let's listen to it again. He asks him a question, and how does he respond?
Exercise my Fifth.
So the
reason you're being stopped.
The reason being stopped today is your speed. I got you at 73 and a 45. Is there any reason for that?
Is there any reason for that? That's the question he asked. Is there any reason you're doing 73 and a 55?
Officer, I'm going to exercise my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent.
Sure.
Did you hear it? Did you see it? There it was. I can play it again if you want. That's how you do it. There it is right there. He's got it right there. I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent.
sir. So today you are going to receive a citation for 73 and a 45. If I could just get you to sign in the gray box, you're not admitting guilt to anything. Just promise to contact the court.
Okay. Now, do you sign that ticket? Do you sign that ticket? Yes. Because in some states, not all states, but in some states, if you don't sign the ticket, then you can morph that cop from human to psychopath killer. Just like that. You didn't sign the ticket, you flip the switch on that dirty JBTP, and he's going to cuff you, stuff you, arrest you, take you to the dungeon, strip search you, charge you with a bunch of crimes, impound your car, and steal all your money. And you're going to have to deal with this for years and years and years. So if the cop says, here, will you sign this ticket for me? Unless you're being someone who doesn't think you have to have a driver's license, then you don't want to sign it. But if you have a license, like I have a license, I have a registration, I have proof of insurance, and the cop says, sign the ticket, just sign it. Just sign it. Just sign the ticket. Otherwise, the cop is going to hurt you and arrest you and impound your car, steal your money. Let's go TVO. Thanks, brother. Appreciate the gifts. He's got another phone right there.
Thank you very much. Give me just a moment. I'll be right back.
That's the same phone. Perfect. Look, that's how you do it. You do it just like that. It's supposed to be boring. It's supposed to be boring. You're not supposed to have any problems because you're not supposed to talk to these dirty cops. You just sit there and you don't say a word. Look where his hands are. Look where his hands are. The hand that his phone is in, this hand is lit up. So if he has this phone, look, let me show it to you. If he has this phone in his hand and he's filming, then there's a light on the phone. There's a light on the front or there's a light here. And his other hand is up in his windowsill. Now, you're not going to get murdered by a dirty cop because both your hands are plain as day. Remember, the cops can kill you and they can say that he was reaching for something. And put a 1 in the chat if you think the cop's going to get away with it. How many people think if the cop kills you because you were reaching, the cop is going to get away with it? It's a 1 for me. I think that. I believe that. I believe that if the cop kills you and says that you were reaching for something, I think he gets away with it. But I'll leave it to you. Tell me what you think.
And this is
So now when the cop walks back up, the phone in his hand is lit up. The other fingers are slipped out the windowsill. And so now he's not going to get shot because his hand's down on his emergency brake or on the gear shifter.
all right, sir. Here's that back. And this is your copy to keep. Your court date, if you would like to go, is the 23rd of April at 9 a.m. The court's address is here, and this is the phone number to call if you have any questions. Do you have any questions for me? All right, sir. Drive safe.
There it is, my friends. Just like that, dude. Just like that. Just like that. Do you see how he did it? Do you see how he did it? Clay Foundations. Boom, right there. Boom, done just like that. Special Ed Andrew right here. I drive around with no tag. My driver's license is about expired. There it is. Dar is here. Nice to see you, Dar. What's going on? You guys are seeing it. You're seeing it. If you talk to the cop in the last video and you tell him, hey, just go do your job, right? You're not an activist. You're not pushing the envelope. You have a wife and kids. You have partners. You have people you take care of. Your job is to survive and get through this horrible stop. And if you get cheated, then you put that video out and we all get to see it because you recorded everything. But if you do it right, it should be boring, just like Mark's video. It was boring. It was extraordinarily boring. Everybody here is like falling asleep because there's nothing to show. Gloria is here, everybody. Who else is here? You guys sound off in the comment section. Let me do some shout outs. Fortnite Clips is here. What's going on? The Joker. If you have the time to say, okay, I'll see you in court, fight every ticket, says the Joker. There's Dar. Death Angel. Mad Hatter said textbook trifold use. Yes, 100%. 100%. Katie is here. Christina Ritchie. Did you know that 2 out of 3 camera lenses are working as the other 2 are part? Just saying. Okay, cool. Rights On is here. What's going on, Rights On? All right, we got a lot of videos. I'm gonna cover a few more videos, but there was this video right here, and this one, this is on the cover of this. I put this on the cover of the thumbnail for this video because this is unbelievable. So now what are we going to deal with in this video? So let me show you guys something that's super important that we have to change. So right here it says police officer resigns after accidentally locking himself in the back seat while hooking up with a female subject. They don't even call her a person. It's just so terrible. It's called the resignation loophole. And what it is when these dirty cops get caught breaking policy or breaking the law or hurting or killing somebody, then they resign. And what that resignation does is it locks their peace officer's license in place. They still get to be a cop. So this cop who hooks up with a woman in the backseat of his car, he can then go be a copper somewhere else. Just wait a couple years for the fervor to die down. And then he goes, applies at a police department in Ohio, and every pig shack in Ohio will take on another pig. Every single pig shack. They're always willing to take on another pig in Ohio.
You have the right to remain silent. If you give up the right to remain silent, anything you do, say, can, and will be used in court against you. Are you doing good back there?
She says, I'm down to F right now.
Don't say that right now. No, I said don't say that right now because everything's being recorded right now.
Then he turns off his body camera. And doesn't he sound like a virgin? Doesn't he sound like an absolute beta male virgin?
Don't say that right now. No, I said don't say that right now because everything's being recorded right now.
Thanks, James. Big shout out. So it says 1 hour later, colleague frees him from the locked door.
I say step out of the vehicle for me.
I can't get out of here.
1 hour later.
I say step out of the vehicle for me.
I can't get out of here.
Okay.
And then that's when she was able to sit up here, and then I told her you can stay there, blah blah blah. And then I was just like hunkered down like this on my side.
So the cool part about this is I often tell you guys to picture these jackboot thug pigs in just a pair of shorts and a t-shirt. So this is the loser who they've given your rights to, who the Supreme Court, the unelected Supreme Court, has given this loser your rights right here. Look at him. If you saw him standing in line behind you, Shanta is back. She's a new member. There's Christy, the best ever. Good to see you, Christy. What's going on, Christy? Shanta, welcome back. Thanks for, there she is right there. James Forbes, thanks for the super chat, man. I really appreciate it. Shanta, thanks for joining. When we take a look at this, though, we start to understand that these guys are just losers. Most cops are losers. Most cops, a third of cops, came directly from the military, where the United States Army is no longer to defend liberty and freedom and to defend our country. The United States military is now to occupy and imprison people all over the world. So 18-year-old men and women all through this country who are patriots that want to fight for our country and fight for freedom, they sign up to the military. Then they get sent over to Kosovo or to the Sudan or to Congo or you name it. They get sent over to places that you and I don't even know about. And mostly they're prison guards. That's what a lot of the military guys are today. And so then when they are about to be released from the military, their lieutenant or captain or major will tell them, hey, just go sign up to be a cop and you're going to make at least $60,000 to $100,000 a year coming right out of the force. And this guy right here, look at him. He looks like one of those guys that came straight from the military and now he signs up to be a pig. And really, to be honest, he's a beta male chumpzilla. And we know that for a fact. That's a beta male chumpzilla. Am I wrong? Am I wrong about that? Is he not a beta male chumpzilla? Chuck P is in the house, everybody. I bought some NASCAR duct tape. Prison guard piggies. Oh, man. Clown Patrol gave away a membership, everybody. Hell's in here. Hell's coming with me, and hell's coming with me. What's going on, Patrick? How are you, dude? Good to see you. Good to see you, Mark. What's going on? Total losers, DEI hires, and total losers. And that's what we're dealing with in our country. We're dealing with a force that calls themselves law enforcers, and the majority of the persons or people on that force are the worst people in society. They're the absolute worst people in all of society. Because they don't have any skills. If they had any skills, they wouldn't be a cop. Why would I want to be a cop when I can teach history? I could do all kinds of stuff, but I wouldn't want to be a cop ever. I would never want to sign up to putting one of you guys in torture cuffs. Northeast Colorado Cop Block's been a member for almost 3 years now. You're like Cope Doggy Dog and Let's OTVO and Chevy. What's up with the Playboy? Jeff Millman is here. Good to see you. Joseph Barbini. I don't see Joseph Barbini in here. One world government. That's what they're going for. I got a ton of videos to share with you guys today. There's so many. And there's also a few, you know what? We should do the Craig Henry video now while I'm here and I'm thinking about it. We should do the Craig Henry video now. And I'm going to release this video. It's in my studio right now, but I want to release this entire video. And yeah, we'll just do it now. I mean, some of you guys have already heard it, but we'll do it at the end. We'll do it at the end because there's a few other things here that are super exciting. Craig Henry video is going to make me sad because he's in jail and he shouldn't be there. Okay, so this video right here is about being harassed by the coppers. So I'm not going to read the whole thing to you, but it says around February 24th, I was chilling in my apartment complex when I hear a car alarm going off across the street. Nonetheless, I run out to my balcony. I see two cops, the main aggressor later be identified as Padilla, 1329. And then I see the two cops surrounding my car as I yell at them to get away from my car. I run downstairs. Well, you identified your car. Okay, so let's get into the video of this. This guy gets ultimately harassed, and this guy.
First of all, you're not going to tell me. Are both your body cams on?
Yeah, we've been on.
Okay, great. First of all, you're not going to tell my car.
Is it drivable?
This is a public road.
Is it drivable?
I'm not driving the car currently because of the expired registration.
No, is it? Can you park it in here?
I got a ticket already for the expired registration, and the reason why it's not driving is because my brakes aren't working right now.
Okay.
If the car was being operated on public roads, then I would say get me for expired registration.
You know,
but it's not.
We don't need to talk about the law right now. The reason why we're here is because somebody called in a suspicious vehicle. The window was rolled down. Looks suspicious. I'm not done fucking talking.
Everybody in the complex knows that that's my vehicle.
He says, I'm not done fucking talking.
This vehicle. The window was rolled down. Looks suspicious. I'm not done fucking talking.
Everybody in the complex knows that that's my vehicle. I know everybody in this building.
I don't give a fuck who you know. I don't give a fuck who knows you.
Wow.
We got a call for somebody saying that the vehicle looks suspicious.
Okay.
Window was down. We investigated. Okay.
Don't touch my car though.
Don't fucking talk to me like that,
I'm
dude.
telling you not to touch my car. You wouldn't want anyone touching your car either. It's nothing against you personally. It's nothing against you personally. I don't know you, bro.
I don't know you, dude.
So all I'm asking
Look,
is
listen.
because I hear these stories about cops like touching cars.
I don't give a fuck about what you've heard, dude. Get back in your apartment. That's it.
Okay.
Okay. Nothing's gonna happen to your fucking car.
Did I commit a crime?
Look, motherfucker. I'm telling you.
Mother effed him.
I'm telling you. Go back inside your apartment. Nothing else is gonna happen with your fucking car.
Is my vehicle gonna be towed?
Stay here for more than 5 seconds, dude. Something's gonna happen to your car. Nothing else is gonna happen to your car.
I just want to make sure. That's
One.
I want to make sure that my car's not gonna get towed. That's not in an illegal spot.
3.
I'm asking you.
I'm telling you, nothing's gonna happen to your fucking car.
Is my vehicle being
parked? Are you not listening to me,
sir?
Are you not listening to me?
I'm asking you,
dog. Get the fuck back inside your apartment.
Okay.
Nothing's gonna happen to your fucking car.
Okay.
Just get in your fucking apartment, dude.
Can you please back up?
Okay, get back up into your fucking apartment, dog.
I'm asking you.
Dude, you're really pissing me off.
I'm asking yes or no.
Because
if it is, I'll move it in there, dude.
I told you, nothing's gonna fucking happen to your car. Did I not just say that? I said that 5-6 times, right? I don't know what the fuck you're listening to, but it's not me.
It's not about the car I'm worried about. I'm worried about breaking the law at this point. So
okay. Did I say that you're breaking the law?
I'm asking you.
Did I say that?
Said yes or no.
I said nothing's gonna happen to your car.
You said you were gonna tow it.
Okay, I'm gonna leave. And if this car's still here, then we're gonna tow it. Okay?
What do you mean?
And if I come back over here and this car's still here, you better fucking move it over there.
But if I move it, I don't get you guys.
You're not supposed to get him. That's the whole point. He doesn't want you. So let me show you what I did. I really wanted to find this police department. So let me pull this up for you guys real quick. And so I took screenshots of this. I took screenshots of everything that you're seeing, and let me show you what I found. And I wanted to find where this pig shack was so that I could track down the pig. So that's not Padilla. That's Padilla right there. Padilla. Let me see what you guys can see. Okay, cool. So you guys can see what I'm seeing right there. So this is Padilla. And then I took screenshots of this guy right here who was telling him he doesn't give a fuck and blah, 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 blah. And then I got a picture of that cop, that pig car right there. But I can't see what that's protecting the Alamo City. So is this it must be San Antonio, right? It must be San Antonio. Protecting the Alamo City. Let's take a look and see if we can find out who uses that tagline. Who uses that tagline? Right on. There's Joseph Barbini. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. Chevy! What's up, Playboy? I don't see Chevy in the chat, but so if that is San Antonio police protecting the Alamo City, San Antonio Police Department protecting the Alamo City. Okay, so this is it. Okay, so what's the contact information? Let me see what we got here. Okay, to contact the San Antonio Police Department, known as Protecting the Alamo City. All righty then, we have some action. Let's take a look at this bad chicken right here. Here is, okay, right on. Where is my other phone? That's all right, I'll use this phone. Let's go ahead and give a call over there and see if we can find out who Officer Padilla, S-A-P-D. Let's see what happens.
San Antonio Police Department. This is Debbie. May I help you?
Hey, Deputy, how you doing? My name's JD. I'm a member of the press. I was giving a call because we seen something on video here. There was an officer. Was he an officer or sergeant or lieutenant? I'm not sure what he was exactly, but his name was Padilla, P-A-D-I-L-L-A, and we seen it. You know what I'm talking about then? Other people called about.
No, I don't. No.
Oh.
What happened?
Oh, goodness gracious. Well, he went over because they got a call, is what he said. And then when he called over, when they got a call, they went over to an apartment complex building, and someone had seen it. Someone had seen it from their balcony. And so what they'd done is they run out there and they started recording it and talking to the coppers. And then next thing you know, Officer Padilla, do you have a Padilla there?
We probably do. I don't know the officers personally. What happened?
Well, he goes over there and he starts telling him that his registration on his parked car is expired, and then he threatens to impound his parked car, really for no good reason at all whatsoever. And so, as a member of the press, everything I do is recorded and on the record. What I try to do is I try to get it on record. I try to get on record that we called up and we want to file a complaint here today, and we want to talk to someone in charge, maybe the duty commander, the watch commander, the lieutenant, the captain, the major, whatever position they want to claim authority to be. We want to make sure that we let that person know. And I got the video queued up right here. If you got an email address, I'd be happy to send it over to you.
Okay, where did all this happen, sir?
I'm not quite sure, because the video here, what we've seen here, we've seen the video. Let me see if I can pull this bad chicken up again.
And who took the video?
Well, it was a good citizen, is what it was. It was a good citizen, and that citizen, he took the video. And I'll tell you what, when you see stuff like this happen, okay, it's right here. I got the video right here. Let me pull this thing up for you. All right, give me 1 second, ma'am. But Padilla, can I play a little bit of this for you, maybe, or something? Or is there a way, you got an email address I can send it to you?
No, I'm trying to figure out who you need to speak with. I just need to know where it happened. What was the location?
All right, let me take a look here. It says here it was on Thursday, April 24th, between 6:30 and 6:45. And he was chilling as an apartment complex, and a car alarm went off. And then Officer Padilla, 1329 is his badge number, 1329.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So he ran downstairs, and then it says, as you can see from the footage, I was basically harassed by this goofy looking cop on a power trip. And then it says he went to my vehicle was not illegally parked, and officers had no right to try to search my vehicle just because my window was open. And then it says in the video, you can see how contradicting this officer, he says such things like, "We don't need to talk about the law right now." That's what he said in the video. You got to see it. He called me derogatory names, got in my face to the point where I felt threatened, but I'm not seeing an address on here. But there's a video of Padilla, and he's cursing him. He's cursing him out. He's saying all kinds of rude things to him. I mean, he says, "We ain't fucking talking about that right now." Excuse my language. I don't like to talk that way in front of a lady, but we seen it on video. And I'll tell you what makes me mad when I see stuff like this. Because around here, we back the blue. We're big blue. We got so much blue, it's going up the derriere. We got so much blue all over us. I got blue under my eyes. Blue's coming out my ears. We love the cops around here. But this particular cop right here, this particular one, Padilla, with his badge number that is going to be 1329, this copper right here, he should be fired. Not only fired, he should lose his peace officer's license for being a dirty JBTP.
Okay, so, sir, are you with the press?
Yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Well, first and foremost, I'm a patriot. I'm a patriot, and I'm a citizen of this country. I was born here. Every single one of my forefathers fought in every single war, even including the Korean War and the Vietnam War that weren't officially wars, but we were in them too, and the Revolutionary War and the Civil War. Every one of my forefathers have fought in them. And secondly, yes, I am a member of the press, 100,000%. Everything I do is recorded on the record, and what we want to see justice here. We want to see justice. Okay.
So this was your vehicle that was in question there, or whose vehicle was it? Was it yours?
No. This is a video we seen. This is a video posted that is on the internet right now. And just so you know, this video has been seen thousands and thousands of times, and it's clear as day. I got a screenshot. Do you got an email address? Can I send this to you somehow?
No. Let me find out who you need to speak with.
All righty.
Right now you've got dispatch and a civilian. Hold on just a moment, okay?
Well, I'll hold right here for you, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay.
All right.
Hold on.
All righty. I tell you what, dadgummit, we seen things like this. We've seen things like this too many times, and it just makes my rubber burn, makes me mad. Tell you what makes me mad. Woo! I tell you, I can feel it. I can feel the blood just coursing through my veins. I tell you what. Damn. Sorry about that. United States of America, what's going on? Remember, Makes me mad too, but let's find out. Let's see. Chainsaw cat. Come on now. Come on now. I like that. Let's OTBO. There's Wanda. I tell you what. Forgive me. It's good to see everybody, though. I'll tell you that. Cody, it's good to see you. Ardell, good to see you, my friend. Barbini's in the room, everybody.
Sir, I'm going to give you a number to our PIO.
Okay.
To talk with them.
Are they going to be in right now, or it is Saturday?
You know, well, it's Saturday, and we've got our annual fiesta stuff going on. So I don't know if you're going to be able to reach them now or not.
What's that mean? What's that mean? You got your annual fiesta going on right now?
It's a city celebration we have every year, and it runs for about 10 days. And so we've got a lot going on right now. Mm-hmm. But I'm not sure if they're in or not, but I've been directed to give you that number. And it's 210.
210. Okay, what's the rest?
207.
207. Got that.
7579.
7579. And so then I just give them a call over there. I give them a call.
Yes, and talk to someone over there.
All right.
Okay.
So I'm gonna give them a call right now, I guess. Then.
Okay.
All right.
All right, sir.
You have enjoy your fiesta. All right, honey.
Okay. Sir.
All righty. Bye bye.
All right. Bye bye.
I mean, just for fun, let's just see if they're going to answer. They're not going to answer. They never do. They want to avoid any sort of scrutiny or accountability. It's going to be a message machine.
You have reached San Antonio Police Department Public Information Office. Our office hours are between 7:45 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Monday through Friday. If you would like to submit a media inquiry or other requests, please submit those in writing to sapdpio@sanantonio.gov. Again, that email address is sapdpio@sanantonio.gov. We will respond to your inquiries as soon as possible. Thank you for calling. Record your message at the tone. When you are finished, hang up or press pound for more options.
Hey, how you doing? My name's JD. I'm a journalist, and I'm on record with everything I do. And so I'm giving you a call right now because I want you to look up on Reddit. There's a subreddit called Police Brutality, and on it there's one called Police Harassment. And this video right here, it shows the Officer Padilla, badge number 1329. That's Padilla 1329. He definitely goes outside of the police policy for San Antonio or any other police policy all across the country with the way he's talking and interacting with that citizen right there. So like I said, my name's JD. You're welcome to call me back if my number showed up on caller ID. But the big thing here right now is that y'all need to take a look into Officer Padilla. If you would please take a look at Officer Padilla. I do appreciate your time. It's on Reddit. It's under Police Brutality. That's the subreddit. And then the title of the post is called Police Harassment. So if you take a look at that, I sure would appreciate it. You have yourself a good day now. Bye-bye. All right. So you guys know how you guys are watching all around the country that these ICE raids are happening, that people are being raided by ICE. And so if you guys don't know, I have spent 30, 40 years of my life, wrestling, fighting, jujitsu, pancration, sambo, you name it. And I've trained in that particular art, especially collegiate, freestyle, and Greco grappling, which I have spent so many of my years doing it. And so it was just a short time ago, they pulled you over. This guy right here, this guy reached out to me and he said to me, Chili, they targeted me. They pulled me over for no reason. And then they made up stories about me. So I want you guys to see this video and I want you to understand what's happening with these ICE raids all across the country. What did I tell everybody? I told you that if you vote this dumpster fire into office, he's going to turn our country into a total police state where they're just going to go after anybody they can and say, oh, I'm an ICE agent now. I'm a federal agent. And you don't have any recourse to sue ICE agents. So I want to show you a little bit of this video. They pulled you over.
They asked me to walk to the middle of the streets, to put my hands away, open my legs. He told me to put my face on the ground, not my cheeks, but my face. I had my face in the middle of the dirt and the ground. And they asked me to roll my ankles in. It was so much like pressure on my ankle. I have my ankle hurt, my left ankle. He put my arm back and then he told me, oh, usually when I do this to people, they start screaming, you're flexible.
All illegal entry will immediately be halted, and we will begin the process of returning millions and millions of criminal aliens back to the places from which they came. We will reinstate my Remain in Mexico policy.
Everyone is getting caught. I don't recommend to cross, says this man. In Newark, New Jersey, a raid on a business swept up 3 undocumented workers.
None of these people were murderers or criminals. The problem with it is that ICE went in there without a warrant.
Trump has promised to go further. Mass detention camps and sweeping raids are expected in the coming weeks, leaving immigrant communities to fear their American dream may become a nightmare.
Tell me a little bit about the day and what happened to you regarding LAPD. So your ears are a little mangled, huh? What do you do, some jujitsu and stuff?
Yeah, jiu-jitsu. I've been training jiu-jitsu for 30 years.
30 years.
Yeah.
So you're a black belt in jujitsu?
Yes, I'm a black belt in jiu-jitsu and capoeira professor as well.
Capoeira. Okay, cool. So why'd you contact me? What's going on?
I was driving. It was on Tuesday last week. Woke up, was gonna buy food for my dogs and going to jiu-jitsu after for my class that I go every day. On my way there, I saw this cop's car up behind me right when I was checking my phone. It was in the stand. They made me stop. I was like, oh, they're gonna give me a ticket or something, you know. I never expect anything else. I didn't even have my phone in my hand. It was, but that's all that came in my mind. Oh, I'm gonna stop and follow what he's saying. Then he asked me to put my hands out, to get out of the car. Then I started getting really nervous because it never happened to me before. I was pulled over, but never went out of my car.
So you didn't start filming right away?
No, I didn't film. As I told you, I just expect them to
pull
me over and give me a ticket or something like this. And I didn't even think about recording. They asked me to get out of the car, walk towards the street, the middle of the street. I still feel, start talking about it. I cannot sleep. Like, this is what happened.
I don't know what happened though. So they pulled you over.
They asked me to walk to the middle of the street, to put my hands away, open my legs, then lay down on the ground, put my face like this. He told me to put my face on the ground, not my cheeks, but my face. I had my face in the middle of the dirt and the ground. And they asked me to roll my ankles in like this. It was so much like pressure on my ankle. I have my ankle hurt, my left ankle. He put my arm back and then he told me, oh, usually when I do this to people, they start screaming, "What? You're flexible." So he told me, oh, you're very flexible. What do? You train jiu-jitsu? And I said, yes, I train jiu-jitsu. I asked him to put me on my back in the car because I was about to pass out. My legs were shaking this time. They told me what was happening. They said somebody was following me, took pictures of my car, saying that I was suspect of burglary, going in houses and stealing things.
Okay, so notice what he said. He said that somebody followed him. Somebody, you mean the cops followed him, took pictures of his car and said that this guy who I know, who has his own jiu-jitsu studio, has dozens and dozens of students. They said that he was breaking into houses and someone followed him and took a picture of his car. That's not what happened. Let me tell you what did happen. They saw a brown guy. They ran his license plates. It didn't come back how they wanted it to come back. And then they took a picture of his car, and then they created a narrative that he was breaking into people's houses and that somebody randomly followed him. Because when you deputize 30,000 new pigs, what happens is you get 30,000 new pigs. And so LAPD is working in conjunction. The regular local pigs are working with the federal pigs.
So I had no idea what was going on. They asked me so many things.
Did you answer those questions?
I answered yes. I just said wasn't me. I never, they asked where I was. I told the address where I was. It was last Tuesday. Then they said on Sunday where I was on Sunday. I told them all my itinerary, where I went to, went for work.
Oh no. Let me go 2 steps back here. So when they pull you over, they tell you to put your hands out the window.
Yes, out the
So
window.
then you put your hands out the window. Show me how you do this. You put your hands out the window. Okay.
Yeah.
And then when you put your hands out the window, what happens next? Then you get out of the car, you reach out and open your own door.
Yes, I reach out, open my door, and I walk towards the car.
And are they pointing guns at you at this
They
point?
pointing so many guns. There was so many cops. There was, I'm not sure how many, but I think 6 car cops behind me. They closed the streets. There was big guns, like big guns. They pointing at.
Did you hear this? Listen to what he's saying here. They made up a bullshit story that someone took a picture of my friend and said that he was robbing houses. This guy teaches jujitsu to dozens and dozens and dozens of people.
So many guns. There was so many cops. There was, I'm not sure how many, but I think 6 car cops behind me. They closed the streets.
They closed
There
the
was
streets.
big guns, like
There were big guns.
big guns. They pointing. I started freaking out. Go on the ground.
How many guns are pointed at? You got a dozen cops, a half a dozen cops?
Yeah, I think it was like 12 cops. It was 6 cars, two cops in each car. There was so many cars I couldn't even count, and so many cops. I heard it, even a helicopter
Over
on
your
top
head.
of my head. Yes.
And then when they tell you to put your face down, do they run up and push on the back of your head as your face is in the ground?
Yes, and also to bring my arm back. And then he told me that I was flexible because usually people scream when he's doing that, putting the arm back.
Oh, so usually people scream when
Yeah,
he puts your arm
that's-
behind your
yeah.
back because it hurts. Usually he hurts people and listens to them scream, is what the cop admitted to. Hurts.
Yeah, because it hurts. And he asked me why I'm
Because it hurts
flexible
people.
if I train jiu-jitsu. And I told him, yes, I train jiu-jitsu.
So then they put you in the torture cuffs, and then how bad did those cuffs hurt?
It was really bad, and not only that, but I kind of got numb, and my legs I couldn't feel. I thought I was gonna pass out. I thought I was gonna poop on my pants. I told them, I said, look, I train right here. My teammates are about to start driving and seeing me here. I feel really uncomfortable, and it's a shame to be in this situation because I'm,
A criminal.
a criminal or anything.
So then what do they start asking you? They say that we got a call and someone said that you're a robber?
Yeah, somebody followed my car and took pictures of me and sent to them.
Did they show you those pictures?
Only one they showed.
They're lying. Put a 1 in the chat if you think the cops are lying.
Only one from the back, my license plates.
But that could have come from them.
Yes, they said they have this picture somebody sent to them, and I was accused of burglary.
And then you cooperate with the police?
The whole time.
And you start answering a bunch of questions?
Yes, just honestly, they made more questions about what I do for work, what I do, where I live, if the car is registered in my name, if I have insurance, and the car is mine, if I rent it. And I answered all the questions because I didn't feel unsafe because I never commit any of those crimes. And I just answered, yes, I live in this address. There's in my ID. I own the car is registered in my name. I have full covered insurance for this car. As soon as they started talking to me, they told me that I was
Trustworthy?
Yeah, and then they just needed to wait for somebody to come from the west side. He was the investigator in charge of the case. After 1 hour or something,
You were in torture cuffs for over an hour?
yeah, for over an hour.
And the
in
wrists
front
are burning,
in
right?
front of my gym, what I went to, I was so ashamed because I thought all the time, all the cars passing there, they're my friends, it's people that train with me.
AMG Stealth.
And what they would think, I was like really like think, oh, I'm not a criminal. People are seeing me as a criminal now, because until then,
Oh, yeah.
you know what I mean? Like my legs were shaky. I told him my leg hurts. I can't stay here. I'm gonna pass out. Then they start to tranquilize me and
Tranquilize you?
yeah,
What,
because
what,
they
hold on.
they
What do you mean they're trying to tranquilize you? They're trying to inject you with something?
no, not inject me, but to tell me to calm down, because they will let me go because I was trustworthy. Like, oh, we're seeing here there's maybe a mistake here. If you're good, you're gonna leave from here. You're not gonna go to jail.
What questions did they ask you? And what questions did you answer?
When the investigator arrived, he asked me where I was on Sunday. I told him working at my client's house because I do massage, and I go to my client's house. I was at this house. I have the address. I have the payments. I have the text asking me to go at that time. I have everything proving. And then he apologized. He said, I'm sorry. Somebody sent us this picture. He showed the picture of my car.
He's the cop's lying. I mean, the cop is lying. The cop is lying. I'm going to release this whole video because we have another 10-minute conversation here where if you are an undocumented immigrant or an illegal immigrant or you've overstayed your visa, if the federal agents, and these guys were accompanied by federal agents, I would bet my fingers on it, you have to just essentially kind of break yourself and hope that they don't drag you off to a dungeon. And there's more to this story. I'm not going to play this whole video right now. I just want you guys to see what's happening. I'll release this video this week so you guys can see his entire interview. But what the cops are doing is if you have brown skin and they run your license plate and it doesn't come back how they want it to come back, then they're taking a picture of your car and then they're planning their, I mean, he said cops in front of him stopped their cars right in the middle of the road. So they blocked the road. Cops behind him blocked the road. They had him surrounded. There were guns pointing at him from both directions. They're trying to find a reason to arrest you. They're trying to find a reason to arrest you. Okay. It's just, and I warned everybody before this dumpster fire got into office. I said, he's going to turn our country into a total war zone. And that, could you imagine if you're driving down the road and cops stop the road in front of you and stop behind you and they point their guns at some guy because he has brown skin? Because he doesn't look like a white guy, so he could be an illegal immigrant. And so they're going to pull him over and see if they can deport him. That's what this is right here. That's what we're seeing. That's what's going on in our country. That is what is going on in our country. Who else is in here? Tennessee Transparency. What's up, Playboy? What's up, Playboy? Good to see you. Butch the Original. Good to see you, my friend Dar. Okay, so we're going to get into this right here. Before we do, and I am not the first on this. I'm gonna do it with you guys. So here is the link for this right here. I'm going to put this in the chat, and then we're going to watch this video that I created for Craig Henry. Who is going to be first on the GoFundMe? I'm going to come in and match some funds on this GoFundMe for Craig Henry. But here is the GoFundMe right here. There it is. And now we're going to watch that video of Craig Henry and what exactly is going on with him. I'm going to play this video in entirety. I think the entire video is only 9 minutes. Matter of fact, I'm just going to release this video right now. I'm just going to put it public, and then I'll get a shareable link right here. Get a shareable link. And now let's watch this video together. And then I want everybody here to throw in 5, 10, 15, 20,
Yeah, I'm here.
15, 20, 30 bucks, 50 bucks, 100 bucks, whatever you can donate to Craig. And I want you to hear his voice and hear what he's going through, where he is. And this video is 11 minutes. We're going to watch the whole thing. I put the GoFundMe in the link in the description here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 bucks, everybody right now.
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry if you've been answering my calls. I just assumed because it hasn't been ringing very much that you haven't been accepting them.
No, actually, Craig, my phone on my ringer is off. It never rings, dings, or beeps ever. I don't ever have a phone on. Okay. So I just happened to have my phone in my hand, and I saw a number ringing through, and I thought, I know you've been trying to reach me. I talked to Erica the other day, so I just answered it, but I never do.
Yeah, well, I just got the two books from you, the Supreme Court, the Injustice, and the one about Abe Lincoln. They look great, and thank you for all of that. You put money on my books. Thank you so much for all of that.
Dude,
It's been very helpful to me.
I know it has, and that's the reason why we're doing it, because it's been helpful to you. That's why we're doing it, Craig. We love you, dude. There's so many people who ask me about you all the time, dude.
Man, that's awesome. I've not been talking just because I'm in here, and it's just freaking nonsense. They're not being too kind to me in here either.
I know they're not. They don't treat you well. They treat you terribly. They think it's their job to punish you.
I just filed a lawsuit in the local federal court, the federal district court, because they keep on punishing me for stuff, and they don't give me a hearing. They don't give me any due process, and they have to give me due process under Indiana regulation. They just don't care. They just throw me in segregation, and they lock me in my room for days at a time. It's just freaking bull crap, man.
I'm so sorry, dude. That's terrible.
No.
That's horrible.
Yeah, it's nonsense. We're gonna let the court figure it all out. They just I was just talking to one of the correctional officers about it, and her response was literally, "I don't care, dude." And I was just like, well, it pretty much sums up the whole mentality of everybody.
So the Vermilion County Jail is treating you horribly.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
yeah. And after this, I don't know if you know, but after this, I've got to go to Sullivan County for this freaking intimidation charge for a Facebook post I made about a cop. They're saying that my Facebook post scared the hell out of a cop, so I got to go answer for charges down in Sullivan directly after this.
Do you even know which post it was?
Yeah, I do now, just because a buddy of mine sent me the probable cause affidavit. He sent me a quote out of it. But and then I've got another charge for a 25-foot thing. It's all in the same cause, but it's a disorderly conduct, a 25-foot law violation, and then a Facebook post that they're claiming is intimidation. I think it's all nonsense, because I didn't threaten anybody. Well, I believe I said something to the effect of, I was talking to a guy, I tagged a cop named Hunter Givens, and I said something to the effect of, if you'd like to give me, or something like, I would love for you to give me those unlawful orders without that badge and that gun. And of course, I'm just, making a statement that they would never act so entitled without their badge and their gun. And so, of course, they they said that was a threat. And now I've got a $12,000 bond in Sullivan County.
You're kidding me. How long ago was the Facebook post?
It was in October or September. I think it might have been September. Or no, it was October, I believe.
Of 2024?
And of course, after I made the post, Chili, I actually saw the cop in person, and I shook his hand. We had a conversation, and then shortly after I shook his hand and all that, and we had a cordial conversation, they filed 4 charges on me, but one of them was dismissed, I guess, before it reached, I guess it was dismissed in the probable cause hearing. I don't know exactly what happened. That's why I'm in this jail, because people contacted the city it wasn't on my behalf, but they contacted the city after watching the video, and they said that I harassed and stalked people. So
I think we should put out that there's charges going against you in Sullivan County for a Facebook post.
Yeah.
I think that's
I agree. I agree with that. I just don't. I want to make it very clear for the recording that I'm not asking anybody to contact anybody.
I get it. I totally get it. When you're in there under the gun, it could be worse for you. Some things can be worse for you. They can make your time a lot harder, Craig.
Yeah, it can. And to be honest, luckily I don't have too much more time here. I've got, not too much time compared to how much I started with. I've got less than 3 months now. I've got an out date of June 30th. So on June 30th, I'll be heading over to Sullivan County.
Who's your attorney on that case? It's called Sullivan County versus Craig Henry?
Yeah, that's right. The attorney I've got on that case from Sullivan County is a guy named Joe Lozano, and he's a very esteemed lawyer in the area, and I was only able to employ him because a very generous friend of mine helped me out with that. And so I don't have to worry about a lawyer down there, thankfully. But of course, I think I might be sat in the jail for quite a while before I can get out. I might even be sent to jail till trial. I don't know. Hopefully not. Greene County also has a warrant on me for freaking interference with a police officer and false informing. They say I lied about a cop, and so, that's a charge as well. Ultimately, man, it's ridiculous what they're doing to me. The more I think about it, the more I think it's ridiculous. That's why I haven't been talking about it too much. It's better to just not think about it.
Craig, just do me a favor. Is there no sound? Is that what you're telling me? Is there a sound? 5x0? Okay, 1 second.
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry if you is a guy named Joe Lazon. Intimidation, a level 6 felony, a Class B misdemeanor disorderly conduct, and a Class A misdemeanor refusal to leave an emergency incident area after being asked to by a law enforcement officer. And then in Greene County, on one cause number, there is a interference with the police officer, resisting, obstructing, or interfering, one of the three. I'm not sure which yet. On the same cause number, there's a Class C misdemeanor, refusal to back up 25 feet. I believe it's the encroachment law that's been ruled unconstitutional, but they're still prosecuting me for it. And then also in Greene County, on a separate cause number, there's a Class B misdemeanor, false informing, where they say I lied about a law enforcement office. And those are all the charges currently. So 2 counties, 3 cause numbers, and I've got a warrant out of both counties, but of course only one of them is bondable. The other one is a failure to appear because I was incarcerated on the date of my last court date.
They're trying to just lock you up for as long as they possibly can.
Yeah, I believe that's correct. And they're pretty good at doing that to people. Yeah, they're professionals at it, literally. As far as I'm concerned, there's not much I can do. Luckily, all the charges, none of them are lifetime punishable, so at some point in the future, I'll be out.
My God. So do you have an attorney on this one coming up? The hearing in Sullivan County is coming up when?
I'm not going to the hearings currently. Since I'm serving a sentence in Vermilion County, they're not transporting me, and it would be up to Vermilion County to release me for transport. So currently I'm just serving the sentence until June 30th. And then at that point in time, I'll go over to Sullivan County where I have a lawyer, and we are going to try to get the bond reduced. And hopefully I'll be able to bond out at that point in time. And in Greene County, I'm pro se, but I believe that those warrants should be vacated because, of course, I was incarcerated at the time, and you can't exactly legally fail to appear if you were incarcerated and it was beyond your control, which was the case in this. So Greene County, the warrants should be vacated, and we might even be close to concluding the case in Greene County. But of course, the ball is in the prosecutor's court there. I believe your sentiment's correct that they just want to lock me up for as long as possible.
Yeah.
Honestly, I wouldn't mind if you just kept him, and if I get a bond reduction at that point in time, if you contribute to that with those, that would be awesome. Because I'll go without in here. I really just want to get back out and see my kids, man. My daughter's about to turn 1 year old on July 15th. 15 days after I get out of here, I got a birthday, and I just really want to be out for that. That would be awesome.
So you got injustices, and you got the broken Constitution.
I did, yes.
And when they lock you down, do they put you in do they give you your books when they put you in segregation?
Most of the time they don't. The last time they did, I did get my books. So yeah, that was a silver lining. I definitely got to read, and I've been reading a lot. Chili, you've been sending me books, and of course
This call will be terminated in 2 minutes.
I've been reading a lot of books that I've had my family order for me, and it's all just been helpful. Yeah, there's not a whole lot to do in here besides watch TV and read books. So
just read
as much reading as I can do. I try to.
I've sent you a ton of books. I'll keep on sending you books.
Thank you.
I won't stop.
Thank you, Chili.
We won't stop putting money on your books either. That won't stop. It'll continue to happen. Now, the GoFundMe that we set up for Craig, that you guys can see it. I put $100 in, and so we're going to need more money to put on his books. I'm going to need money to put on his books. So if you Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App me, and you put Hendry on the subject line, I'm going to put the money that you PayPal, Venmo, or Cash App to me on his books. Make sure you put Hendry on the subject line, because I do get random PayPal, Cash App, and Venmo from people all across the country, all across the world. So we're going to need more money to put on his books. I'm completely tapped. I'm not doing good. I'm not making any money right now. I'm not selling a lot of trifolds or cop cards because I'm not going live every day. And so I'm completely tapped. I've taken all the money. There's people in this chat, like there's Cope Dog, there's Chevy, Let's OTVO, Gary Bryant, Danelle Brown, who I don't see her in the chat, so I should text her and tell her that we're live. There are people who donate to me all the time. Make sure if you send me a donation on PayPal, Venmo, or Cash App, if you want me to put it on Craig Hendry's books, put Hendry right on the subject line. And any money that you guys send me, I'll either put on his books or I'll put directly into that GoFundMe. If you're going to donate money for Craig Hendry for his bond coming up in June, then please put it into the GoFundMe, because then I don't have to send it from my PayPal, Venmo, or Cash App over to the GoFundMe. But we do need more money to put on his books. I've spent all the money that I possibly can. I'm just a regular person here. We have to crowdfund this. We have to crowdfund this man. So if you send me a Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App and you put Hendry on it, then we'll have money to put on his books. And if you guys don't know, we put money on his books every single week since he's been in jail, nonstop. I don't see Danelle in here, so I don't know if she's around, but let me see if she's in here. And I haven't seen, let me see. We are live now. So if you guys want to see, here's the, I think we put money on his books last Sunday, and there's the money that we put on Craig Hendry's books last Sunday. So that is from you guys. And here's the money that we put on his books on the 13th. And then here's the money that we put on his books on April 1st. And then here's the money that we put on his books. Like here's the money we put on his books before that. We're consistently putting money on his books. I mean, constantly. And I'm not going to stop, because it was you guys that put money on my books. And here's another one right there. We put money on Craig's books every single week. I think I missed 1 week. Here's money on Craig's books right there. I mean, I'm just telling you what we have done. What we have done is we've consistently put money on Craig Hendry's books, and we are not going to stop. So if you guys donate to me directly to my PayPal, Venmo, or Cash App, make sure that you put Hendry on that. And I think that there it is right there. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it. If you want to give money directly to his GoFundMe, that's for his bond coming up. I'm not going to release, I'm going to play the rest of this video, because it's important that you see the reason why I set up the GoFundMe and how I set up that GoFundMe. And I'm going to pause it so we can read it, but hold on 1 second.
This call will be terminated in 1 minute.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we can do a video visit anytime you want. Just let me know how to sign up for that.
All right, yeah, I'll have Erica tell you how to. She knows how to. I've never done it myself, but she knows how. And then I've got an appellate attorney working on the appeal right now, and I'm just hoping for the best because they took my texting device. I know I used to text you, but they took that from me, and so now I can't text you or my attorney or anybody. So, but we do have an appellate attorney working on this case.
I'll help you the whole way through. I'll be here.
Strong out there.
I'll be here with you the whole way. All right. I know you're doing it alone, but I'll be here.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you a whole bunch, man. That really helps. That means a lot.
I know.
All right. Take care, brother.
Later, Craig. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to open a GoFundMe. You can also just put money directly into that GoFundMe, and we'll do it for his bond coming up in June. And over time, I think that we can start to establish a real fund for him, because getting out is everything. Getting out and being free is everything. He can fight a lot better from his feet if he is at home and able to then seek out attorneys, especially because a lot of these are First Amendment cases. So what I did was I looked up exactly what the process is for me. I set up the GoFundMe under my GoFundMe account. And so here's the process. What I can do is I can change my beneficiary for him, because getting out is. So all I have to do is submit a request to GoFundMe, and then provide necessary information, await for confirmation. And then what I'll do is in June, when his bond comes up, I can invite the beneficiary, who's going to be Erica Brown in this case, because Craig is in jail. And then I can send the money that we raise in this GoFundMe directly over to Erica Brown so that we can pay his bond. And that's what we want to do. That's what we want to do. So let me check the GoFundMe and holler out some names for people who have put some money in here. I really appreciate it. I'm only looking for, because listen, this is going to be a long-term thing. I'm not looking for you to break the bank. $200 raised so far. I put $100 in myself. Bruce put in $10. Dan see all. So here's all of the donators so far. Okay, so here's the donation so far. Paul Trickett threw in $5. Bruce threw in $10. Sorry about that. There it is right there. So Bruce threw in $10. I put in $100. Dan Corsigan put in $25. Dan Hanlon, as usual, put in $20. Thomas Porwitzki put in $20. Jeff Millman put in $20. So what I want you guys to do is pull out your wallet and put in $5, $10, $15, $20, whatever you can. Just donate a little bit of something. Just donate a little bit of something. Mr. Bones, I see you, man. This right now is the stage right now belongs to Craig Henry, and he's sitting inside of a dungeon. Let me check my Venmo, PayPal, and Cash App and see if anybody sent me any money to put on his books, because I just am. I'm sorry. Until I start selling this game, I'm going to be just low on funds. So, Kurt, I know who you are in the chat. Kurt sent me in $10 to put on Henry's book. And then also, so did Carrie. Carrie sent me $10 to put on Craig Henry's book. So that's $20. I will put both of that $20 onto Craig Henry's books. I'd like to donate to him tomorrow. I'd like to put some money on his books tomorrow if we can, if we have the funds to give. I'm checking my PayPal right now. I'm seeing if anybody sent me any money on PayPal. I'm just checking right now. It looks like the Joker, who's in the chat, he just sent me $5 to put on Craig Henry's books. Thank you. I appreciate it. Let me check Cash App and see if anybody sent me a Cash App to put on Craig Henry's books. Okay, 1 second. Sorry about that. Let me see what we got here. There's Carrie. Thanks, Carrie. I appreciate that. Oh, she said, have the best fucking weekend ever. Okay. Thanks. I appreciate that, Carrie. Let me check my Venmo, see if anybody sent me any money to put on Henry's books through Venmo. Checking right now. Give me 1 second. I think somebody did. I'm not sure yet. Let me see what the transactions say. As usual, Dan Hanlon. And it looks like Cope Doggy Dog right there. Cope Dog and Dan Hanlon, that's another $75. So now we have $85 because the Carrie one was not for Henry. It was actually yesterday. So I made a sorry about that. But so now we have $85. So now I can put another $50 on Craig Henry's books tomorrow or on Monday, and then we'll put another $50 on his books. Thanks, Cope Doggy Dog. Thanks, Dan Hanlon. Thanks, Carrie. Thanks, Kinetic Customs and Racing, The Joker. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. I appreciate you guys throwing in the way you did. Means an absolute ton. Colin D just threw in $5 more. Colin, thank you for that. I appreciate it. Let's get a few more bucks on this GoFundMe if we can. I think that we're still at $200 raised. So let's try to get, if you guys can, Bruce threw in 10 just now. So let's try to get a few more bucks on this GoFundMe. You know, I see people do fundraisers all the time. And granted, look, we got just over, I mean, we got like 150 people here. So there's not very many people in the room as far as like the crowds that we typically have when I go live all the time. And we will get back in that algorithm as soon as the wall is done, as soon as the board game is done. But even at this point, thanks, Arizona. I appreciate it. I'm new and I want to say you're on point. Great channel. Thanks. I appreciate that. So here is the link to the GoFundMe again. There it is. If you guys would please donate $5 or $10, just 5 or 10, just $5 or $10. A lot of people do GoFundMes and then they don't work it. Remember, we raised over $7,000 for Eric Trujillo, and we did that over about 3 months, and we got him that wheelchair with the AI optical on it, so that because he's blind and he's going through organ failure. And over 3 months, we raised $7,000 for Eric Trujillo, and he has a wheelchair now. His quality of life went from here to here because every day we just slowly but surely, I came on here and I e-begged for another person. And I said, please, if you would please drop $5 or $10 right now into this GoFundMe. Just do it. $5 or $10. I know, listen to me, trust me, when it comes to being down financially, I understand. Right now, more than anything, I put every dime I have into this board game, every dime I have into this, into what we're doing here. And so I'm just saying, if you have the $5 or $10, throw it in, throw it in, throw it in, throw it in, you know? So let's do this other video here. I want to show you guys this one. This video, this girl is a perfect copper. She's going to make a perfect cop. So I'm going to come back to Craig Henry's GoFundMe in a minute, but you guys have got to see this. You guys have got to see this video. You absolutely have got to see this video. So this woman, this girl right here says she's about to become a cop, and watch how she behaves.
From
Thomas Jefferson. Yeah, James Madison.
Did you get approval from the police department?
No, they don't rank as high as those guys do.
All right. Well, I'll give you a couple bits of information. I can call the head of the police department because him and I are tight, and I'm training to be a police officer in about a year.
Okay, good.
Study astrophysics. This is not the message to give to people to convey what you want to convey.
What is?
The Bible, right? So if I take these signs down, you're going to call the cops? Because I know the cops, and I know UFPD, and they're not going to arrest me.
Well, we had someone, was it last year, that did that, and they got arrested.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, so do you want me to call Sergeant?
Sure.
All right,
By all
we'll call
means.
Sergeant Cooper.
Yeah, please.
University knows we're here.
Yeah,
And
please have them
personally
call.
bring him here.
Please.
No, that's perfectly fine with me. Him and I are quite tight.
Good.
She said she's going to become a cop, and her and the sergeant are quite tight.
Well, we'd love to have a conversation.
No, yeah, we can talk all together.
Okay.
Because they know me well.
So is your goal to get us off this plaza or something?
My goal is to send you a different message, one from college students.
Okay.
Hey,
Well,
I would like to talk to badge number 88, Sergeant Cooper of UFPD. Isn't that fun?
Yeah,
Is it fun when
you're
it
amusing.
happens to you?
You're amusing.
And she's going to be a cop, and look at her behavior. Look at the way she behaves, and she thinks she's going to become a cop, she said. She's already going through the process to become a cop. As she says, she studies astrophysics.
Isn't that fun?
Yeah,
Is it fun when
you're
it
amusing.
happens to you?
You're amusing.
Wow, she'll be a perfect pigtail, won't she?
They're using 911.
Hello?
They're asking you questions. You have to take that system seriously.
Yes, could you put me on the line with UFPD?
I think I know why they know her so well.
You're picking it up.
Yeah, I can imagine why they know you so well.
Yeah. So do you want to take him down, or you want me to get someone to take him down?
Hey, it's a free country until you start touching our stuff. Then you go to jail
that's
for
fine. So.
What's on the back of her phone? Why do all these cops?
So.
And then she's signing up to be a pig. Remember that. It's so confusing to me. So just so you know, all you cops out there, we don't look at you as patriots. We don't look at you as rights protectors. We look at you like you are the tyranny, the darkness, the fear, and the night. That's how we see you. That's how we see you. Put a 1 in the chat if that's how you see cops. Not everybody hates cops. Not everybody wishes you guys death. That's not how it is. But I guarantee you that 90%, 95%, maybe 100% of the people in this room, we see you as the tyrannical fear, darkness. We see you as a dungeon master. A lot of us see you as a dirty JBTP. Put it in the comment section, JBTP, Jack, Boot, Thug, Pig. That's how a lot of us see you. I mean, but take a look what's on her phone. She's got an American flag and it says American on it. Honey, that is not the way. You're no patriot. I'm going to start to give away things that I have planned, that I have a whole freaking set up to do it, and I can't do it. I can't do it. I've been working on. Chris Boudreau is here. There you are, buddy. There's AMG Stealth. What's going on? What is going on? You got Chris and AMG in the same room. What's going on, Playboy? Clay Foundations. What's going on? I'm going to start to say things that I have planned where we have full on a set built. We have all this stuff for a presentation for the Board Game Constitution HQ. It's just so unbelievable to me that this woman thinks that she's a patriot with her flag on her phone.
It's funny, isn't it? You can put it on YouTube. My name's Alicia. You can look me up on Instagram.
What's your Instagram?
Yeah. You can walk away anytime.
No, you could give me a little more space here. I'm feeling a little.
Well, you're on our campus.
Well, I'm going to step back. No, I'm going to step back a step.
Okay.
I prefer you keep a little space between us.
Yes, ma'am.
Because you seem a little aggressive, and I'd rather not have to.
All right. Could I talk
physically
to Sergeant
separating
Castronova?
ourselves? So I'm going to.
All right. Could I talk
physically
to Sergeant
separating
Castronova?
ourselves?
Sergeant Castronova. Sergeant Castronova.
Not have to.
All right. Could I talk
physically
to Sergeant
separating
Castronova?
ourselves? So I'm going to step back here. If you would stay right there, I'd appreciate
Yeah, is
it.
he on campus right
now? She walked off and she was never heard from ever again. She just disappeared. Of course, but remember, her whole thing was that she was going to be a cop, and she had that power trip and go into her head. She had the idea in her head. Someone else just threw in 20 more bucks on Craig Henry's fundraiser. So let me show that right now. And thank you guys. Listen, I want everybody to throw in $5 or $10. We got 220 bucks raised in just me putting out a video. 220 bucks, just like that. And that goes directly to Erica Brown. She's going to pay it forward for Craig's bond coming up in June. So there it is right there. There it is right there. Now this video is in Spanish, but I want to show it to you guys because I want you to see the links that ICE is going to. And I'm sure a lot of you guys saw the civil rights lawyer video where you can't sue federal cops. And the dumpster fire just federalized 30,000 new pigs. So they have absolute immunity against us. It's just so unbelievable. But I want you to see this video because remember, these people are being pulled over and harassed for nothing. Look how they're walking up to the car. Look at that. I mean, take a look at what we're looking at here. Take a look at this. Look at how people are being treated. Look at them dressed up like G.I. Joe Loser with their backpacks, and they're all dressed up like they're going into a war.
¿Qué les pasa? ¿Qué les pasa? ¿Ah? ¿Ah? ¿Pueden hablar? ¿Mm? Destápese la cara para verlo, hombre. ¿Ah? Tengan el coraje, sean hombres. Pónganse los pantalones, sean hombres. ¿Ah? Si ellos van para el trabajo, ¿ah? ¿Qué les pasa?
Horrible. Absolutely horrible. So this is the interesting one. I saw this. I wanted to screen record it and make it its own video, but I thought to myself, you guys should just see this because let me tell you something. So this is all right. Okay. How do I say it? Just rhyme it with fern. What rhymes with fern? Fern, right? And when it does happen, our job is to be like the big bad wolf and huff and puff and your house down. So when it does happen, which I think it'll happen in the next few years, when we actually start to fight back, we have to make sure that we're just like the big bad wolf for these pig shacks. That's how I see it. That's the way I see it, is that the pig shacks should be treated like the big bad wolf treated the little pigs. Oh, there's no sound on that. Got her. So when it does happen, I don't endorse attacking police. I haven't said to attack police here. When it does go down, and I think it will go down, when we actually enter into a full-on revolt, which I think will happen. I think it's only a matter of when, not if. I think that the primary objective should be to rhymes with fern, rhymes with learn. Oh, thanks, Chris. Appreciate it. I think that we should, if we go to violence, we fail. If violence happens, if you and I lead and this comes directly from Montesquieu's book, Spirit of Laws. Montesquieu said, it's not your job to overthrow the government. Montesquieu said that you should not plan to overthrow a government. That's what Montesquieu said in his book, Spirit of Laws. He said that if it is happening and the government has turned tyrannical, then it's your duty to join that revolt. Let's OTDO. Match made for Craig. Make a match, please. Holy shit. So I got Chris Boudreau, who sent me some money to put on his books. Let me check that real quick right now. Let me check. Chris Boudreau is a big donator. He donates all the time to all kinds of people. Got it. I got you, John S. John S. threw in another 20. Thank you, John. I appreciate it. And then Colin threw in that 5. Thank you. I appreciate it. Every dime that you guys send to me is going on to Craig Hendry's books. Make sure you put Hendry on there. And then Omar just sent me in $5. And then Craig, Chris Boudreau, where'd you send that? You send that to Venmo? I want to make sure. And then let me check right here because Letso TVO said he matched my donation. There it is right there. I don't see it yet, Letso TVO, but I believe you, man. Letso TVO is a true freedom fighter. So we're at 240 on this GoFundMe. Let me pop it on the screen here. We're at 240. You know, that's the only part that makes me bummed out about the numbers being so far down right now is that I can't raise money for other people. It's really frustrating and sell my products, to be honest with you. So Nicole Bravo just threw in 20. So there that is. There's Dan Hanlon. I hate it when it does that. I'm sorry. I can't see. There it is right there. So there's Nicole Bravo. She threw in 20 right there. And then Jeff Millman threw in 20. Appreciate you, Jeff. Paul Trickett with 5. Bruce is at 10. That's me. I'm Jose De Castro. I put in 100. Dan Corcoran. Dan Hanlon threw in 25. Thomas Boritsky threw in 20. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Chris Boudreau. I got you, Jeff. I know you will, Joseph Barbini. So Chris Boudreau just sent me money on Venmo. Let me check my Venmo right now. And this, you put Henry on here. So this is going to go, there it is right there. Chris Boudreau just donated. Thanks a lot, dude. Appreciate it. That's going to go straight to Henry. So far we have about $100 through the Cash App PayPals, and we've done about 250 here on this one right here. So not bad considering. I know you will, Joseph. I know you will, brother. I know you will. I know you will. I know you do, Jeff. And Chris Boudreau, thanks a lot. I really appreciate it. Letso TVO, thank you, dude. I appreciate it. So here's the link for the GoFundMe. Let me close this so we can just, and make sure that we share this because we want to make sure that we have money for his bond when he's going to get. Thanks, Chris. Thanks, Letso TVO. I don't see yours, Letso TVO, but I know it will show up. Letso TVO is not only a channel member and Team DLZ. Letso TVO is a personal friend of mine. So I know for a fact that he will, in fact, participate. So there's the GoFundMe link right there. Got a couple more videos. We're at 2 hours now. I do have to get back to work soon. But just so you guys know, you guys remember the video that showed the black guy in the very beginning of this? I did what I did, and I gave them a call. This is the phone number here. Right here. So this phone number right here, if you don't know, it goes with this video right here. So here's the phone number. I'm going to come back to that phone number in a minute. But you guys remember this video right here?
You have the insurance?
Yeah, hurry up, go about your business, man.
So you guys, I showed this video in the very beginning. Everybody remember this video that I showed in the beginning of this live stream? Yes, AMG Stealth, please send a Zelle if you can. Let's try to get Craig Henry some more money because I have donated to him every week, every 10 days or so, whether I had money or not. I know that not having money in jail is really, really bad. Really bad. It's if you guys hadn't supported me when I was in jail, it would have been 100 times worse for me. So we gotta keep money on Craig Henry's books. We absolutely have to. And I'm tapped. So I need to reach out to you guys, donate now so that we can keep putting money on his books. I showed you the receipts and it'll just keep going. You know, I'm not putting all the receipts on my YouTube studio or on YouTube posts. It's just like, it has to get done. So we're just going to do it. And there's no other way to see it. Shout out to Michael and Brian. What's going on? What is going on with the Playboy? Okay. So more videos. More videos. This, I don't know if I'm going to get zapped for playing this. Maybe I should just kill the sound on it. But we can show a couple seconds of it. So the Knicks yesterday won their basketball game. And so when they won their basketball game, they were outside celebrating. So that's the song, and then you can imagine what happens. Look at him. And he literally is an asshole. Look at him. He literally is an asshole. Look at him. Main character syndrome. What is... I mean, it's true. It's absolutely true. There it is right there. Death Angel got it. That is a beta male chump Zilla. That's what that guy is. That's what that guy is. The crowd's having fun, singing together, having a good time together, but NYPD has to be the main character. They have to put themselves out there as though they are the ones who are the good guys. We're going to stop you from having a good time. There was no looting. There was no fighting. There was nothing. No public intoxication. People were just having a good time. And as usual, the biggest gang in America is the NYPD. It just chaps my ass. It just chaps my ass. It makes me so mad. I'm looking for Let's OTVO. Okay, we'll find it. We'll find it. We will find it, my friend. And he says they won't allow that. There's no good times on the public sidewalk. Wow. What a big apple is a big pig mouth. So true. So true. Double tapped. Double tap, double tap, double tap. Thank you. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. We've got to keep supporting Craig in the dungeon, you know, and I'm not going to stop. There's no way I'm going to stop. There's no, oh shoot, you know what? I have 3 more videos that I want to show here today that I got right here.
On October 21st, 2024.
Okay. Oh, this was yesterday? That's a long video. Let me see if I have another one.
In today's video, rapper Huncho, whose real name is Ibrahim.
Rapper Huncho. Let me see if there's a shorter one.
Late in the afternoon, a trooper from the...
I don't watch that guy's videos. I can't watch any of those. They're just too long. I don't, and just so you guys know, I don't watch Midwest Safety's videos. I don't watch any of them because I firmly believe it's a cop funding channel. Midwest Safety, to me, I don't subscribe, and I put on, when Midwest Safety pops up on my screen, I put, I'm not interested in seeing it because I don't want to support cops and I don't want to support cop organizations. And Midwest Safety, I'm alleging that Midwest Safety gets the body camera footage from cops all around the country. And then the entire video on Midwest Safety, he's putting little comments and little clips like he wouldn't comply. And then he's not answering the question. He puts little nudges in there to make the cops seem like they're the good guys and makes us citizens as though we are always the bad people. And so for me personally, I won't click on Midwest Safety's videos. I won't watch them. I don't, my editor just sent me Midwest Safety's video. It's right there. I'm not going to watch it. I'm not going to, just the fact that I didn't know where that link led, or I wouldn't have clicked on it. I don't support cops and I don't support cop organizations that support cops. I'm not going to do it. Midwest Safety is a cop channel ran by cops. The body cam videos are sent over by cops that you and I don't get privy to. He has cops all over the country who send him a video and say, hey, make me look good. And then he does. That's what Midwest Safety is. That's what it is. And Suge White, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Oh yeah. It's Midwest Safety is a cop. I don't know if he's a retired cop, active cop, I don't know what he is, but Midwest Safety channel is a cop channel. And the body camera footage it provided is from cops. So I won't click on it, and I won't have anything to do with it. And I'm going to say that, and then you guys can do whatever you're going to do. But you know, as a creator, I'm not allowed to say certain things. And so for me personally, I am not subscribed to that channel, and I have put on my YouTube, don't recommend the videos from this channel. The entire thing, just listen to it.
In Springfield, Massachusetts, officers investigate a vehicle parked at a casino with a missing tire and a complete...
Do you see? It's all about, you know, this deep voice and how the cops are the good guys and they're there to... It's just, I'm not doing it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to watch their videos. I'll have nothing to do with it. And then I saw a couple articles that I wanted to go over with you guys. So here's this. You guys, now granted, some of these things are not fun, but we have to look at them. So this one right here says that no. How do I get rid of this cookie thing? Okay, so this says right here, the National Police Association supports New York State bill criminalizing the menacing of cops. Indianapolis, March 6th. The war on police transcends the shootings, stabbings, and other malicious assaults that have spiked in recent years. So it starts off with cops are victims. Do you see it? It starts off right here with the cops are the victims. That's what it starts off with, that they're getting hurt. Cops are also subject to being menaced, harassed, and threatened simply because the uniform they wear. Well, let me help you out right there. Cops are being called dirty, nasty pigs because of chaining people up and taking them to absolute dungeons. So don't sit there and try to pretend as though that's not what it's about. You're not being treated like shit because you signed up to be a pig. You're getting treated like shit because you signed up to a pig organization. Let me just make it perfectly abundantly clear to you cops. That's the reason why people don't like you. It has nothing to do with you're being menaced because you're wearing the uniform. No, you're being menaced because you refuse to put your foot down and say, we don't need to chain people up anymore with cameras everywhere. But that's not what the cops are doing. All they care about is their own safety. In some states like New York, these egregious acts that include throwing water on cops do not always count as crimes under penalty of law. It's why the National Police Association has created a new bill. So it says right here, the National Police Association is heartened by a new bill introduced in the New York State Legislature by Senator Anthony Palumbo. So Anthony Palumbo, I would guess, is either the father or son of a cop or is a former cop, to address the attacks on officers. The attacks that are all too often overlooked. This bill, which is being circulated, deliberated in committee, creates 2 new criminal offenses to penalize threats of menacing. The New York State bill creates the offense of first-degree menacing of an officer, classified as a C felony and punishable to 15 years in prison. It is defined by knowingly placing an officer in fear of physical danger by displaying a deadly weapon. So if you pull out a gun on anybody, it's already a crime, but they want to make police a protected class. A second-degree offense, classified as a D felony and punishable up to 7 years in prison, includes assaulting an officer by spraying water on him. Now, if you throw piss on somebody, that's already a crime. But here, they want to criminalize throwing water on a cop. Hey, Jeff Millman, thanks for the gifting out the 10 memberships. I really appreciate it. You guys help me keep the channel alive. Help me keep the channel alive. Keep on getting memberships. Keep on gifting memberships. Thank you. It tells YouTube that we have a core group of people here, no matter if I'm going live every day or not. Thank you. I really, 7 years for throwing water. Thanks, Jeff Millman. I appreciate that, man. Thanks a ton. A second-degree felony, 7 years in prison for throwing water on a cop. The bill also modifies the terms related to appearance tickets by listing new offenses as serious felonies. Serious felonies. Menacing, harassing, and threatening officers of the law is not just disrespectful and a source of demoralization for them. Police officers have no way of knowing whether a substance being thrown at them is toxic or if the person making threats plans on carrying it out. They're trying to make cops a protected class. They're blurring their faces on body camera video because they're such shameful pigs that nobody can stand to even look at them. And so they're blurring their faces so that they think they're going to be retaliated against. You know what? I'll be honest with you. I don't call for violence. I don't endorse violence, but I don't feel bad for the cops when bad things happen to them. I have to be really careful what I say. But if you look deep into my eyes, you'll see how I really feel, because these guys are scum. They only sign up because they're parasites. They need you, your body, your skin, your family, your friends. They need to criminalize you, chain you, and put you in a dungeon for them to make money. So I think most cops are scum. That's how I feel. I wish Alan Hubbs is here, everybody. What is going on? But I am there for the demoralization of their organization. Oh, man, I'm all for it. I can't stand these pigs. I can't stand them. I can't. It's these shameful acts distract cops from performing arrests and investigations. There it is right there, which places them and their colleagues and civilians in danger. The director for the National Police Association. Senator Palumbo's bill addresses these often unpunished offenses like throwing water on a cop at a time when assaults on cops continue unabated. Oh, really? Last I checked, if you touch a cop, if you don't even touch the cop, they charge you with assault and battery on a cop. Just a bunch of shit. The NPA commends Senator Palumbo for recognizing the threats and menacing that creates a hazard to work environment for the men and women of cops. I don't say that. I don't say these words right here. Do you see it right here? There's no such thing. It was created. They're peace officers or they're cops, but I don't say those words. And I hear other people say it, and it just makes me cringe. The National Police Association is a nonprofit organization that supports pigs. Of course. Well, let's just let them know exactly what we think here, because I don't think so. It doesn't go unchecked.
You've reached the National Police Association. Please leave a message. Your call will be returned as soon as possible.
Hey, my name's JD. I was calling for Paula Fitzsimmons. Fitzsimmons, is that her name? I ain't sure really, but I read an article just now about Senator Palumbo and his bill in New York. And what that bill does is it creates a protected class for police officers. And it says in here that the war on police, and it says law enforcement officers are being subjected to menacing and harassing. Well, last I checked, police are arresting anybody they can anytime they want. And that includes, these are egregious acts like throwing water on a police officer. Well, let me tell you something. Let me read one more thing here that I thought was just so telling of this article right here. It says right here that police are being subject to being menaced and harassed simply because of the uniform that they wear. Well, let me just tell you something real quick there. The reason why these police are getting jeered because no one's touching cops without going to the dungeon. The reason why people are jeering the cops. The reason why people are downgrading pigs and calling them dirty, nasty pigs. Oh, shoot, I said it out loud, didn't I? The reason why is because we live in a digital era now where there's cameras everywhere. And instead of making changes with the advancement in technology, what police are doing is saying, no, we got to chain up everybody and put their arms behind their back for officer safety. Terry versus Ohio. So the reason why people hate the police and we call you guys dirty jackboot thug pigs is because you are. It has nothing to do with you wearing a uniform. It has to do with the fact that you didn't try to change the organization. That's the reason why we call you dirty pigs. That's the reason why people throw water on cops. But you want to make it in this bill right here. If I'm taking a look at it just clear here, then I go down here and it says a second degree offense classified as a D felony is punishable by 7 years in prison for spraying water on a cop. You know what? You want to know why they call you pigs? Because of that right there. You ain't a protected class. Y'all are bastards. Just want to make sure you knew the truth right there. Y'all are dirty bastards. That's the reason why people don't like you. You signed up only for yourself because you're a parasite. You only care about your money, your overtime, your pension, and your pay. You don't give a shit about us. Just want to be clear. People are not booing you and jeering you and throwing water on you because you're wearing a uniform. They're doing it because you chain people up and you torture them and you take them to a dungeon. You dirty bastards. That's the reason why. Hope I've been clear. Hope you have a good day now. Bye-bye. I mean, that's the reason why I don't like cops, is because I'm trying to keep up with your comments here. I see some crazy stuff in there. 2 hours. Two hours. I got to get the flock out of here. I've been here forever. Yeah, who else is protecting the true criminals? I mean, it's a class war. It is not. Jeff Millman, thanks for the 10 memberships. I appreciate it. Mikey B, always good to see you, my friend. Convert 313. I'll try to make it on Sacramento. Lenny, what's going on? Like I mentioned, Columbo was a funny name. Good to see you, Lenny. How are you? Nice to see you. Pig Hunter's here. Good to see you, Pig Hunter. Listen, I got to get the flock out of here. I really appreciate it, you guys. Remember, share Craig Hendry's GoFundMe. Let's raise him some money. If you send me a Venmo, Cash App, or PayPal, and Thanks, AMG Stealth. AMG, let me know if you send a Zelle, and I will check for that. Gary Bryant, thanks for your donations for Craig Hendry. Thanks for buying a trifold from me. If you guys want to get a trifold, go to deletelaws.com or hit me up on PayPal, Venmo, or Cash App and tell me how many you want, what you want me to do, and I will hook you up. Gary Bryant, your trifold was shipped, so that should be in the mail. JNS, what is going on, my friend? I would love to stay here. James Forbes, thanks for the super chat. I really appreciate it. Freeman Keys, thanks. I appreciate it. As usual, I got to get the flock out of here. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. I'll see you guys on the next one. Later, Gators.